This is the 3.39-inch barreled Glock 43, chambered in 9mm. Being the smallest Glock that shoots 9mm, this makes a great argument to be your everyday carry pistol. Glock being known, of course, for its reliability, durability, and dependability makes this an easy pistol to come across whenever you're narrowing down your compact pistol needs. So with that being said, let's dive in. Starting out with some numbers, this pistol is 17.9 ounces, also known as 1.1 pounds. This pistol is very light. The Glock 43 is 6.26 inches long, and for reference, the Glock 17 is 7.9 inches long. To give you some reference here, this pistol's very short in comparison. So you really are just losing an inch off that right there. The 43 is 4.25 inches tall and 1.02 inches wide. Again, that Glock 17 is 1.26 inches wide, and you can really see that when you put them side by side to get a really good appreciation of just how short and small this pistol is. Okay, now let's talk a little bit more about the 43, starting with the tip. Per usual, the barrel does protrude just a little bit from the slide. You do have squared off corners on the front nose of the 43 with a single dot white front sight. Flip her over on the left side, you do get your logo, model number, country of origin, and 9x19, letting you know the size of the bullet that this takes. Flipping her over once more, you can see that this was made in Georgia with a tiny little Georgia emblem milled into the side of the pistol. Inside, you do have that match grade barrel that Glock is known for, and you do have your rear sight with the Glock U formation to help you acquire targets quickly when at the range. Flanking either side of that, they do give you slide serrations as well, which will help you in press checking and looking like you know what you're doing when you're at the range with your friends as well. But now, let's head down to the polymer portion. You do have a slim line, rounded front of the polymer portion of the pistol, which will help it be snag-free if this is going to be your concealed carry. The trigger guard is going to be very similar to what you'll find on a lot of other Glocks, with the square-ish shape and the oval on the inside. The trigger pull does have your trigger safety on it, which does give it a little bit more take-up than some other pistols. When you get to that wall, though, it's very defined, and you can feel it pretty much every time with a little bit of a spongy break. The reset on it is pretty crisp, but a little light, and then again, that break. Speaking of which, you do get a 6-round magazine in the box. Behind the trigger, we do have a pretty large mag release. The mag release does have a vertical grip on it, which does help you find it pretty easily and release the mag whenever you are intentionally trying to do so. But there are grooves right here that are actually flush with the mag release, so when you're holding it, you're not going to unintentionally hit that mag release, at least for someone who has smaller hands like myself. Down to the grip. There are square texturing on either side of the grip and the front and the back. This is a mildly aggressive texturing, so it's not necessarily the most aggressive thing, which is nice if this is going to be a concealed carry, as this portion of the pistol might be against skin. There are 2 mags that come inside the case for the Glock 43. They are 6-round magazines, and this does come with that Glock case that you would expect, the plastic hardshell case. Now, do check your listings to make sure what comes in the box whenever you are looking to make a purchase of anything, just to make sure you are getting what you expect. And finally, the magwell itself. There is a small gap between the rear portion of the grip and the magwell. So if you do happen to have a malfunction, you can get your finger in there and help pry it out just a little bit. In conclusion, Glock created a slimline concealed carry pistol with the reliability and dependability of a Glock. Couple that with the sheer size and weight of this pistol, and it is hard to keep off your buy list. If you have any experiences with the Glock 43, please leave a review below. We would love to see your comments. That is all I have for you today. God bless. It is time to